In a world that often feels chaotic, stressful, and unpredictable, the quest for inner peace can seem elusive, almost unattainable. Yet, for over 2 millennia, the philosophy of Stoicism has offered a clear and practical path toward achieving this peace. The Stoics believed that true tranquility is not found in external circumstances, but within our own minds, through the cultivation of wisdom, virtue, and self-mastery. By understanding and applying the principles of Stoicism, we can learn to navigate life's challenges with calmness and resilience, ultimately finding a profound sense of inner peace that remains unshaken by the storms of life. In this video, we'll delve into the Stoic path to inner peace, exploring key practices and mindsets that can help you cultivate a deep and lasting tranquility in your everyday life. Number 1. Understand what you can and cannot control. One of the foundational principles of Stoic philosophy is the dichotomy of control, which teaches us to distinguish between what is within our control and what is not. The Stoics believed that much of our inner turmoil comes from trying to control things that are ultimately beyond our influence, such as other people's actions, external events, or the outcome of our efforts. To achieve inner peace, the Stoics advised us to focus our energy on what we can control, our own thoughts, actions, and responses, while accepting with equanimity the things we cannot change. In practice, this means letting go of the need to control or fix everything around you. When faced with a challenging situation, ask yourself, is this within my control? If it is, take constructive action. If it's not, practice acceptance and redirect your focus to something you can influence. For example, you cannot control whether a storm will ruin your outdoor plans, but you can control your response, whether you choose to lament the bad weather or find a way to enjoy the day indoors. By consistently applying this principle, you can reduce unnecessary stress and anxiety, freeing your mind from the burden of trying to control the uncontrollable. This shift in perspective is a powerful step toward achieving inner peace. Number 2. Practice acceptance of the present moment. The Stoics taught that true peace comes from living fully in the present moment and accepting it as it is, without resistance or complaint. This practice, known as amor fati or love of fate, involves embracing everything that happens to us, whether good or bad, as part of the natural order of the universe. Rather than wishing for things to be different, the Stoics encouraged us to find meaning and value in every experience, trusting that each moment contributes to our growth and wisdom. To practice acceptance, start by becoming aware of your habitual reactions to the events of your life. Notice when you find yourself wishing things were different or resisting what is happening in the present moment. Instead of getting caught up in these negative thoughts, try to shift your mindset to one of acceptance. Remind yourself that every moment, no matter how challenging, is an opportunity to learn, grow, and strengthen your character. For example, if you're stuck in traffic and feeling frustrated, instead of stewing in your irritation, take a deep breath and accept the situation. Use the time to reflect, listen to something uplifting, or simply practice patience. By cultivating this mindset of acceptance, you free yourself from the mental resistance that often leads to stress and unhappiness, allowing you to experience greater peace and contentment in your daily life. Number 3. Cultivate virtue as the foundation of peace. The Stoics believed that inner peace is rooted in the cultivation of virtue, qualities like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. According to Stoic philosophy, living a virtuous life is the key to achieving true and lasting peace, as it aligns us with our true nature and the natural order of the universe. When we live in accordance with these virtues, we experience a sense of harmony and integrity that is essential for inner tranquility. To cultivate virtue in your own life, start by reflecting on your core values and principles. What qualities do you admire in others? What kind of person do you want to be? Use these reflections as a guide for your thoughts, actions, and decisions. For example, if you value courage, challenge yourself to face your fears and take bold actions, even when it's uncomfortable. If you value wisdom, seek out knowledge and apply it in your daily life. By consistently practicing these virtues, You strengthen your character and create a foundation for lasting inner peace. Remember, the pursuit of virtue is a lifelong journey, not a destination. Each day offers new opportunities to grow, learn, and become a better version of yourself. Number 4. Detach from external outcomes. One of the greatest sources of inner turmoil is our attachment to external outcomes, whether it's the desire for success, approval, or specific results in our endeavors. The Stoics recognize that while we can influence our actions, we cannot control the outcomes, which are often subject to factors beyond our control. To achieve inner peace, the Stoics advised us to focus on our efforts and intentions, rather than becoming overly attached to the results. This Stoic practice of detachment doesn't mean that we stop caring about the outcomes of our actions, but rather that we learn to accept whatever happens with grace and equanimity. For example, if you're working hard on a project, do your best, but let go of the need for it to be a success. If the outcome is favorable, celebrate it without becoming overly attached. If it's not, reflect on what you can learn from the experience and move on without dwelling on the disappointment. By detaching from external outcomes, you free yourself from the emotional highs and lows that often accompany success and failure, allowing you to maintain a steady, peaceful state of mind regardless of what happens. Number 5. Develop emotional resilience. The Stoics believe that a key aspect of inner peace is emotional resilience, the ability to remain calm and composed in the face of adversity. They taught that while we cannot control external events, we can control our responses to them, and that our emotions are ultimately the result of our own thoughts and judgments. By cultivating emotional resilience, we can learn to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and maintain our inner peace even in difficult times. To develop emotional resilience, start by becoming aware of your emotional triggers and reactions. When faced with a stressful situation, take a moment to pause and reflect before reacting. Ask yourself, is this reaction helpful? Is it based on rational thinking? Or am I letting my emotions take over? Practice reframing negative thoughts in a more positive or realistic light. For example, if you're feeling anxious about an upcoming event, instead of dwelling on worst-case scenarios, remind yourself of past successes or focus on what you can control. Over time, this practice will help you build a more resilient mindset, allowing you to respond to challenges with calmness and clarity, rather than being swept away by your emotions. This emotional resilience is a crucial component of Stoic inner peace, as it empowers you to face life's ups and downs with a steady and balanced mind. Number 6. Embrace the impermanence of life. The Stoics believe that much of our suffering comes from our attachment to things that are impermanent, whether it's our possessions, relationships, or even our own lives. They taught that everything in life is transient and that by accepting this impermanence, we can free ourselves from the fear of loss and the anxiety that often accompanies change. This acceptance is key to achieving inner peace, as it allows us to live fully in the present moment, without clinging to things that are beyond our control. To embrace the impermanence of life, practice mindfulness and reflection on the nature of change. Take time each day to reflect on the transient nature of the world around you, whether it's the changing seasons, the aging process, or the ebb and flow of relationships. When you find yourself becoming attached to something or someone, remind yourself that all things are temporary, and that true peace comes from within, not from external attachments. This doesn't mean that you stop caring or loving, but rather that you approach life with a sense of detachment and acceptance, knowing that change is a natural part of existence. By embracing impermanence, you cultivate a deep sense of inner peace, allowing you to enjoy the present moment without fear or anxiety about the future. Number 7. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful Stoic practice that is closely tied to the cultivation of inner peace. The Stoics believe that by focusing on what we have, rather than what we lack, we can develop a sense of contentment and appreciation that is essential for a peaceful mind. Gratitude shifts our focus from external desires to the abundance that already exists in our lives, helping us to see the world through a lens of positivity and acceptance. To incorporate gratitude into your daily life, start by making a habit of reflecting on the things you're grateful for. This could be as simple as keeping a gratitude journal, where you write down 3 things you're thankful for each day. You might also practice expressing gratitude to others, whether it's a thank you note, a kind word, or simply acknowledging someone's efforts. When you find yourself dwelling on negative thoughts or desires, gently shift your focus back to the positive aspects of your life. By regularly practicing gratitude, you train your mind to focus on the good, rather than the bad, which helps to cultivate a peaceful and contented state of mind. Number 8. Simplify your life. The Stoics advocated for a simple, uncluttered life as a means of achieving inner peace. They believed that by eliminating unnecessary distractions and desires, we can focus on what truly matters: our character, our relationships, and our inner tranquility. Simplifying your life is not about giving up everything, but rather about being mindful of what you allow into your life and letting go of what doesn't serve your well-being. To simplify your life, start by evaluating the various aspects of your daily routine. Consider your possessions, commitments, and even your relationships. Identify what adds value to your life and what might be causing unnecessary stress or distraction. For example, you might declutter your living space, reduce your social media usage, or limit your involvement in activities that don't align with your core values. Focus on prioritizing activities and relationships that enhance your sense of purpose and satisfaction. By consciously simplifying your life, you create more space for what truly matters and reduce the mental and emotional clutter that can hinder your pursuit of inner peace. Incorporating Stoic principles into your daily life is not about achieving perfection, but about making incremental improvements that lead to a more peaceful and fulfilling existence. By understanding and applying these practices, recognizing what you can control, embracing the present moment, cultivating virtue, detaching from outcomes, developing emotional resilience, accepting impermanence, practicing gratitude, and simplifying your life, you can build a strong foundation for inner peace. The journey to inner tranquility is a personal and ongoing process, but with patience and dedication, the wisdom of Stoicism can guide you toward a life of greater calm and contentment. Remember, the path to inner peace is not about avoiding challenges or discomfort, but about learning to navigate them with grace and equanimity. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Stoic philosophy. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into living a balanced and fulfilling life. Until next time, may you find peace in the present moment and strength in the face of life's challenges. Feel free to leave your thoughts or questions in the comments below. We'd love to hear how you integrate Stoic principles into your own life and what strategies help you find inner peace. Stay tuned for more content on philosophy, personal growth, and practical wisdom. Take care and keep striving for a peaceful and purposeful life.